All right, welcome to PSC Sports Talk. I am Papa E. He is the Maxarelli.
What's up, kids?
We are live from the secret location in the dungeon basement of the Ristorante de Frio de Casa. Our man Scotty has left for the night and left Mr. Bryce in charge. It's got a whopping crowd of 0. So to the ones and the nuns watching and to the ones and the nuns here live.
Appreciate you.
Thanks. Scotty also wanted to pass along a little bit of news. He's going to have a Wii golf tournament here at the Ristorante de Casa de Frio. So stop on by, see Scotty for details and all that other jazz. I think it's next week, but stop by, see Scotty.
You don't have to play all 18 holes in one time. You can play 9 one day, 9 another day. But it is Wii golf, so it's not controller based. It's you actually got to swing the what is it? The nunchuck? Isn't that what it was called?
Yeah, I think nunchucks.
I think it was a Wii nunchuck. I think I don't know. It's been a while since I messed with the Wii.
It was a Wii chuck.
A Wii chuck?
Yeah, a Wii chuck.
How many would? Never mind.
All right, we got a little bit of sad news from the world of NASCAR.
Well, actually, more than NASCAR. He raced lots of things. Pretty much, if he had a 4 wheels and a steering wheel, he was going to race it.
Well, I did see that. What team is? Whatever team he raced for.
He raced a Chevy. I know that.
Well, the team name.
Yeah.
They're saving the number.
Yes, they are basically retiring. For his son. Yes.
When his son is ready.
Right.
His son is 11 and been doing some racing.
Yeah, he's been racing. I guess there's a local track there that even like after the kids would get done racing, he would jump in like whatever vehicle it was, and he would get in there and race around the track too. He was just a racing guy. That's really all it was. He was just he loved to race.
Yeah, 41. Found out it was pneumonia turned into sepsis. Sad deal.
Very sad.
Did you also know that he is a former WWE 24/7 champion?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay. I have that in here. And
yes, I heard that the other day on I think it was Raw or something. But yes, I did hear that he was a 24/7 champ.
Yeah, it was on. I think it was on a Raw. He beat R-Truth,
of course,
for it. And from what I remember about it, dude, it was a hilarious skit.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
And then R-Truth lost, and then later that night, R-Truth did get it back from him. So sad day. Rest in peace to Mr. Kyle Busch. All right, we're gonna.
He's still on there, buddy.
He's still on there. How's
he
still?
You have to remove it.
I did.
Not that one, or was it that one? I think it was one up. I don't know.
Oh, there we go. We're getting better at it.
Yeah, that's why we need a producer, but it's okay. We can't afford one.
All right, so we're moving to some baseball news.
Baseball. Well, this is one thing that you didn't have on there.
Oh, here we go.
Did you hear about Fernando Tatis Jr. and the legal problems he's having right now?
I heard snippets from you.
Yes.
Right before we went live.
Right. So Fernando Tatis, while he was in the minor leagues, and I don't remember the company.
No, it was minor leagues.
Yes, he was in the minors when this happened. Yes. Which is crazy because why wouldn't you talk to your dad or a lawyer or something about this?
Because when you're young, do you think we were going to go, hey, Dad, I can get a $2 million loan?
Well,
you would think in his case.
Well, right, because again, they're not just targeting players that are supposed to be awesome. You know what I'm saying? They're targeting anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they're rolling the dice. But
right.
Basically, he took a $2 million loan while he was in the minor leagues. But in taking this loan, he signed away 10% of his future earnings once he made the majors. So they're basically making about 200% of their money back because he signed the $340 million deal. So he's paying back about 200% of this, or way more than 200%.
Oh yeah, because
this is like
10%, 34
this is like
million.
2,000%. Yeah, but yeah, basically he's got to pay back
on this contract.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
He was on a contract before that too.
Well, I don't think it was very big though.
Still, he was on a contract. They got 10% of it. They definitely made their money.
Oh, they made their money. What, almost 20x.
Yeah.
But he tried to take him to court, and the judge basically said, "No, dude, you signed a contract. You owe him $34 million," and he's trying to appeal it. It's not going to happen. I mean, obviously, this company has to be smart enough to where they make sure that he probably had a lawyer there when he signed it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just
I
to
find
make
it
sure
hard
that
to
they
believe
don't.
he did it for life, not for. I assumed it would have been for his next contract, not every contract.
That I don't know all the details, but he owes him at least $34 million. Let's just say that. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, completely crazy, and he's going to lose in court. But again, do stupid things, win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you are correct. That does happen. All right. Also in baseball, we had a combined no-hitter the other night. The Astros, the Japanese pitcher they signed this offseason, and a couple other relievers against the Rangers.
Right.
And this was an interesting tidbit. We talked about this off air.
Right.
That's the first no-hitter since like 2024.
Right. That's crazy. There was not a no-hitter last year at all.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow. So the last one was 9-4 of 2024. And shockingly enough, it was the Cubs and another Japanese pitcher, Shohei Igamana.
Oh, Igamana. He was the last one.
Shota
Inuyama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shota.
And
we'll call it Shota.
Yeah. Two other guys, and they beat the Pirates.
Oh, it was a combined no-hitter as well?
That was a combined as well. So another interesting fact, the last complete game no-hitter was that same year, about a month before, a couple of weeks before. Complete game no was at 8-2, so about a month before.
Right.
Blake Snell, and I don't even remember him being with San Francisco Giants.
Neither do I.
Versus the Reds.
Wow.
So that
it's going to be, you're not going to see a lot of complete game no-hitters anymore because you don't even see a lot of complete games, let alone,
there's my water.
Let alone no-hitters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Mariners had a 4-hitter last night.
Like they got 4 hits in the game?
No, they allowed 4 hits.
Well, that's pretty good for them.
Right. Well, Emerson Hancock went 6 and gave up 1 hit.
Hancock.
Yeah, I know. He gave up 1 hit. Then the next reliever gave up a hit in the 7th. I think the next guy didn't give up 1, and then freaking Munoz goes out and gives up a solo home run in the 9th.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not having a great year, but it's all right. Hey, we should be actually, I'm going to check on that right now. Go ahead and go with I get this one.
Oh, so, you don't have to have it. I could give you the info because I purposely wasn't telling you this one.
Well, I remember I told you I did hear this one.
But
so
did you hear all of it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if you even got all of it either. But so Wander Franco, the guy that was messing around with a 13-year-old, I think at the time.
I thought it was 14, but okay. Either way.
Under 16, we can say that, right?
Early teens.
Yeah.
very early.
Barely
teens.
A teenager. He has been found guilty of he's been found guilty of being criminally responsible, but he's not getting any jail time. You can keep going on this one because I don't know what you wrote after this, but here. So in the Dominican Republic, judges ruling considered extortion and blackmail against him. Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you got this part of it. So
so he gets 0 jail time.
Zero jail time for being a pedo, right? But the mom, the pimp in this per se, is getting 10 years in jail for extortion and trafficking of her daughter. Which, hey, I think Wander should do some jail time too because you should never be messing around with children.
I would think that he should.
But at the same time, I am glad that the mom is getting 10 years on this one because what she did is even worse, in my opinion.
Well, I think they're both equally. I mean, they obviously struck a deal equally for this 14-year-old.
Right. I mean, which is bad.
And it's very sad that the mom is okay with, hey, do you know how much money we're going to get for you doing this?
Right. And remember, like, right before this all came out, remember he had just signed like a huge deal.
Yeah.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
Because they were going to make him the face of the franchise. Because wasn't he with Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Which spends no money ever.
Well, and by the way, his lawyers have reached out to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays
and said, "Hey, he's
after
not in
this
trouble.
case.
Hey, he's not in
Well,
trouble."
It goes into more.
Okay,
So Franco was also given a judicial pardon. So I guess they can't go back on him.
well, yeah, I mean, of course, that's double jeopardy.
So his lawyers reached out to the Rays. MLB has not even completed its investigation. I thought this
Oh
trial
my
took
gosh,
forever.
dude! Yeah, it did.
It's been like 2 years.
At
or something.
least 2.
So 2 years long. They finally get him in there. They finally do all this. They haven't completed their investigation, and states it will do so at the appropriate time.
When is the appropriate time?
I'm thinking now would be a great time for
They should have had
the
it.
appropriate time.
Oh my gosh, MLB dropping the ball again, man.
So, do you think he plays in the MLB? Do you think he gets a shot before Trevor Bauer?
Gosh, see, that's a tough thing. He's a lot younger than Trevor Bauer, though, too. I mean, in all honesty,
Yeah,
he is younger than Trevor Bauer.
He's what, 25, 26, 27?
Bauer's in his 30s now.
Well, yeah.
Gosh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, he was guilty. Trevor Bauer wasn't even guilty, though. But Trevor Bauer is also kind of a douche waffle, too, though.
Well, he was just found guilty of being criminally. Yeah, how are you found guilty of that, but not
doing any jail time? Exactly.
Right. And I don't
the
know
whole
what
thing.
all the
whole thing
what all
doesn't make
the
a lick of
laws
sense.
are in the Dominican.
Right. Well, it should be the same laws as here. It's part of the United States.
No, you're thinking Puerto Rico.
Isn't Dominican part of? Are they their own country?
No, their own thing, dude.
Okay. Shows you how much I know about geography.
I bet he does, but I bet here's how he does
man.
it. He goes into some of these. He'll start playing in the Mexican League. He'll go to Japan. He's young enough; he could do it, and maybe in a couple years, maybe by the time he's 30, come back for
I don't know. I think,
cup of tea.
I think the PR for this is even worse than the PR for Bauer, to be honest with you.
Well, it is.
But I'd love for it to see him come back, though. I mean, we got a couple of his cards. We could, it'd be nice.
Everybody has a lot of his cards. I remember when that went down, was at a card show, and everybody was walking around sending their little kids around. Like, we saw this last Saturday. You want to buy? You want to buy this? You want to buy this? You want to buy this? They're all Wander Francos.
Yeah,
it's like, do you want to buy mine? Do you want to buy mine? Do you want to buy mine?
Didn't we buy a box and like the hit on it was a Wander Franco like autograph or something like that?
I believe it was. I actually think it got thrown away.
I think we probably did, because it's pretty much just paper. So to answer the question that you asked, no, I don't think that he does play in the major leagues again. I don't think he does.
I think at some point he will. He's got a long road ahead of him to go ahead and do it like Trevor Bauer did. Trevor Bauer kind of did the same thing. I'm going to go to Japan. I'm going to go here. That's what Franco's going to do.
You do know that Trevor Bauer had a no-hitter in this
independent league?
Yeah.
I think you mentioned something about that.
And in the last game, I just saw it popped up on my YouTube feed.
Right.
15 strikeouts in his last game.
So
club record, 15 strikeouts.
You think he signs with someone?
No, because again, he's a douche waffle.
Well,
but he's trying to change his image. He is, but no, I don't think anybody gives him a chance because again, he's shown his whole career that he is a malcontent in the clubhouse.
Well, you put him on a team that has someone like Albert Bell keep his ass in line. I mean, I bet Albert Bell now at close to 60 could still whip his ass.
Well, I wouldn't fight Albert Bell, no.
Bad hip and all.
Right.
He'd beat him with a cane.
It's kind of like a bet.
All right. The Brouhaha's pitcher. This is interesting.
Oh, I saw this one too. Yeah.
So I don't even know his first name. His last name is Mizorowski. Pretty cool.
They call him the Miz.
Oh, is the Miz going to sue him?
Maybe.
The Miz might sue him. Kind of like Iceman Gervin's doing to Caleb. So in Mizorowski's last start,
I thought they settled out of court on that one.
I actually haven't heard.
I thought they settled out of court.
Attention to do that,
which is crazy because George Gervin played in Chicago too. By the way, it's kind of funny.
Hey, he might be hurting for money.
Probably they didn't get paid back in the 70s.
He'd be like, "You pay me 10% of your earnings."
Nice.
So the Brouhaha's Mizorowski, his last start, Guess how many times he hit 100 miles an hour? How many pitches hit 100 miles an hour in his last start?
I can see it. I can tell you this though. In the first inning, he had 10 pitches. 8 of them were over 100 miles an hour. I think 8 of them were like at 103 miles an hour in the first inning. I know that.
57.
Right.
57 pitches. And I forgot to put up how many pitches he actually threw that game. But 57 pitches, 100 miles or more.
Right. And he's a starter, which is crazy. So I think he's still leading the league. Oh, there you go.
So out of the 57, 101 was hit 40 times. 102 was hit 22 times. 103 was hit 9 times.
And that was all in the first inning.
And his top speed was 103.4.
Yeah. So over under on Tommy John, I give it a year and a half.
I say 3.
Wow, really? Thinking that long, huh?
I'm thinking 3 years. Wait, you mean to come back?
No, I'm talking about when he's going to have the Tommy John.
I'm saying probably about 3 because
he's still young. He's super young.
The way they coddle a lot of these pitchers,
he's still young though.
He is.
This is only his second year.
So was Kerry Wood.
He never had Tommy John, did he?
Yeah.
Did he? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. You would know better than I would.
I believe it was a sophomore year, right after he became Kid K and Rookie of the Year. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So that's what. Okay. I don't remember that, but I mean, you would know way better than I would.
All right, so that's some interesting baseball news. That's still amazing. 57 pitches were 100 or more. I wonder if the Google machine we can look up how many times Nolan Ryan did that in a game.
Not very many, because back then they couldn't hit 100 for some reason.
Nolan Ryan did.
I don't think he did, brother.
Nolan Ryan, yeah, he hit over 100 quite a bit.
I don't think he did, brother.
Okay.
We'll keep going here. Give me a second. Give me a second on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't look that up for your behalf. All right, division leaders, while he's trying to look that up. The AL East, Tampa Bay is leading the Yankees still, now by 2.5 games instead of 3. The American League Central, Cleveland is leading the White Sox by 3.5.
The AL West, I'm pretty sure. Well, as of the printing of the information here, the A's were ahead of the Mariners by half a game, but I'm pretty sure the Mariners are going to win because last I saw it was 6-1.
Mariners won 9-1.
So the Mariners now lead the AL West, baby, 1 game under 500.
Yes, they lead by a game and a half.
No, it should be just it should be a half a game.
Okay, so they lead by half a game and under 500.
Under 500 by 1 game.
Yes. The NL East, the Atlanta Braves still have a huge lead over Philly by 8.5 games. I mean, Philly's come back hard, but they've kind of fallen off this last week.
Yeah,
they haven't done much. The NL Central, the Brouhahas lead St. Louis by 3.5. And what's funny is 2 weeks ago, the Cubs were in first by like 3. And now the Cubs are in last in this division, which, by the way, every team in this division is over 500.
Good job.
So Cubs are last, 4.5 games out.
And how many games have they lost in a row now?
They've lost 10 mother flipping games in a row.
Are they losing today? Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it double hockey sticks?
They might get swept by the Pirates. They've lost 2 to the Pirates already.
Hey, the Pirates I tell you, the Pirates are playing some salty ball, brother.
Everybody in the NL Central's over 500.
I know.
They're all playing
salty
above
ball.
average. They're all playing above average.
All right, so then we have the NL West. The Dodgers lead San Diego by 3.5 games.
Which that one last week, Dodgers had a half game lead. And
they played a weekend series, and the Dodgers must have swept them.
Must have. So did you find any info out on that?
He was the first pitcher to ever hit 100 miles an hour.
To ever?
Yeah.
Okay, so
on August 20th, 1974, while pitching for the for California Angels, Ryan had his fastball clocked by a radar set up at 100.9 miles per hour in the 9th inning.
Oh yeah, there's been times where he's hit over 100.
But see, that's the thing here. See, it gives a long diatribe here. There's been radar gun evolution as well. So obviously technology's gotten better. He probably would have hit 100 way more times than he probably did.
I want to say I remember him hitting like 103, 104, 105.
No, the fastest pitch ever was by what's his name? The lefty,
Are you sure?
Aroldis Chapman. Pretty sure Aroldis Chapman. I'll get that one too. Keep going.
All right, so the American League, we've been kind of keeping track how many teams in the American League suck. And by that, we mean how many teams are over 500. Last week was 4. This week is how many, sir?
3.
3 teams in the American League are
but we have
over
one
500.
We have one at 500 going into the
But this is over. This
right.
is over.
Yep.
So Rays, Yanks, Indians are over.
Aroldis Chapman.
The fastest ever at how fast?
105.8.
Okay. I'll have to use my Google machine because I'm telling you, Ryan's hit up there.
I'm telling you, the fastest pitch ever is Aroldis Chapman, 105.8.
I'm not saying he had the fastest. I'm saying he's hit up in 103s, 104s, 105s.
You said who had the fastest pitch ever. Aroldis Chapman has the fastest pitch ever.
Okay, if I said that, that's not what I was meaning. I wanted to know how many times Nolan Ryan was over 100 miles an hour because I know he was. So the the National League, we'll call it the better division
so far,
because they have one division that's all over 500. The American League has at least one division where they're 500. Oh no, that whole division is under 500.
We're all under 500, but Mariners are only one game under 500 as of right now. So next week we'll be above 500.
You just jinxed them.
I probably did.
So 11 National League teams are over 500.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So major league leaders so far in average, we have Otto Lopez still leading the league in average.
That's one too many threes. It's 330.
Well, I figured. Oh, so okay, 330, not 333. Okay,
correct,
gotcha.
Sir. Correct.
So for the Miami Marlins at 330.
Home runs. Kyle Schwarber has only hit 1 home run after we did that nice little expose on him last week on how hot he gets.
How he glazed him for 5 minutes last week.
Hit 1 home run. He still leads the majors with 21.
Right. We have RBIs. Andy Page is still leading the league for the Dodgers with 49.
49. And when is the halfway mark? It's not All-Star break. It's somewhere in June.
We're only about a third of the way through the season.
Yeah, and he's at 49 already.
Right.
You know,
he could get 150.
But analytics, it doesn't matter how many RBIs you have. It don't matter if you hit 211, blah blah blah.
Right, it doesn't matter. It's still all about RBIs. That's still the best part of the game.
No, they don't look at the RBIs. People can have like lower RBIs than they did before. Next week we'll do the hitting, and then we'll look at how RBIs have changed.
Hey, let me give props though real quick here before we go on here. Since we're talking about hits, we're going to talk about a guy that hasn't gotten a lot of hits. Rob Refsnyder today.
Okay,
raised his average.
You're going to have to explain who that is to the ones of the nuns because I know the ones of the nuns don't know who Luke Ridenour is.
No, I didn't say Luke Ridenour. I said Rob Refsnyder. He's batting 122 for the Mariners right now, but today he hit a 3-run home run. So good for Rob Refsnyder.
Kudos. So he's up to 123.
No,
128.
At the end of the game, he was at 122. I think he was at like 112 before we started the day. He's been horrible.
But you know what? That's okay in today's day and age. The old school stuff that used to matter doesn't matter anymore.
No, this guy, they're talking about he might not make it till like June. To be honest with you,
is he only there for injuries?
No, he's supposed to be like a utility bat,
they're sure playing him a lot.
Well, they're not. But at the same time, every time they bring him in to pinch hit, he doesn't do his job. So.
Yeah, you need a good hitter for that. Someone that bats better than 122.
Right. That's why they're talking about he might not make it till June. But
till tomorrow. Well, he did hit a home run. Give him one day.
Yeah, sure. We are almost to June, but
and the hits leader in the major league so far is Otto Lopez. Again, still from the Miami Marlins. He has 71 hits. He's up from 66 last week.
Stolen bases, we have Nasim Nunez from the Washington team with 22. I think he was the leader last week with 22.
He was tied with 20 with Ramirez.
With Fatty Boy.
Yeah, Ramirez did not steal any bases this week. So he's still at 20. So he is, to the Ramirez fans, don't you worry. He's still hanging around in there.
Yeah,
He's still got 20. He might be a 2020 guy.
I doubt it.
All right, we're switching to the pitching side. Now we have Aaron Ashby, who was the nephew of Andy Ashby. I believe you said nephew.
Yes.
From the Milwaukee Brouhahas. Still has 8 wins. He did not get a win from the last time we were on air.
Right.
Must have been a no decision or a loss, obviously.
So ERA, we have Cam Schittler from the New York Yankees at 1.5 ERA. That's pretty amazing.
That is pretty good. In the top 5 in the MLB, just so you know, and to the ones of the nuns so they know, the top 5 are all below 2.
Wow.
189 is the highest.
Is Shohei still in there?
I did not see him on the list.
Okay.
But I also wasn't looking. I looked at the last guy.
Got you.
All right, saves. Cade Smith from the Cleveland Indians has 18 saves. He was tied last week with Mason Miller from San Diego, who had 0 saves.
Well, like I said, I think they got swept by the Doyers over the weekend.
It had to be more than that. He got no saves in a week.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying, I think they got swept by the Doyers over the weekend.
So, I mean, they probably only had 1 half day, so they might be on a little losing streak.
They probably are. Then we have strikeouts. We have Jacob Mizorowski.
That's
from
the guy's first name.
Jacob, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he goes by Jake.
J-Miz, maybe.
Hey.
Or maybe he goes by Cobb Mizorowski.
Maybe. Okay, if you say so.
Well, you know how people now, Alexanders go by Xander. That's the dumbest.
Is that where that's from?
Yes, that's exactly where that's from.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It can't be Alex?
No, that's not cool. Xander is cool.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
again. So he has 100 up from 88 last week. Again, he's the power pitcher in the league.
I need to see what his ERA is. We need to look that up. Maybe around All-Star break, we'll kind of do our predictions or where we think people are for awards. Because I mean, he's grabbing attention. We'll see if he has a chance.
Well, you remember I was telling you he made the All-Star game last year with only like 5 starts. But again, he obviously is electric with his pitches. Yeah. So,
well,
and then there's a little bit of controversy about that.
And baseball has a lot of fan voting.
Right.
Theirs is primarily fan based for your starters.
Right. But then I think the manager picks the pitchers and the bench guys, I think. But all right, so now we move on to the National Hockey League.
Yeah, we're going to cover a little bit of hockey. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit.
Wow. And
how I got that wee in there again?
We were glazing the Colorado, or at least I was glazing the Avalanche last week. And
they were the number 1 seed.
They were, and they were playing some great hockey until they had a week off. And
I think they had 1 loss in their first 2 rounds or whatever.
Yeah, but
and what happened to them? Go ahead.
They got swept by the Vegas Knights.
Which we heard a stat yesterday during the game. There was a stat that came up that I guess in their first 9 years in the league, they've made the finals 3 times or something like that.
Yeah, they're amazing.
That's crazy.
But the first goal last night was pretty crazy. It was they kind of flipped the puck out to Eichel. I think it was Eichel. And he literally slapped it down with his hand and then had a one-on-one with the goalie and just smoked him. You know what I mean? Not even with a wrister. It was just kind of, or it was like a little wrister. But he had a breakaway.
So was the final 1-0?
I don't know. I just know they won.
I know it was 1-0 when I was like, okay, I'm done with that. And the other sport we were watching yesterday, which coming up shortly.
But crazy the Knights won that one.
Yeah, and I liked those uniforms were so ugly. I
can't stand them. God, they're nasty.
They were so ugly. They were cool.
I don't even know. You can't even call it gold. It's but you can't call it mustard either. It's just like the nastiest. It's just almost kind of like brown in it too.
It kind of looks like the old school. What is it? The Fudge Puckers, Bears, and Steelers have.
Those
ugly colors.
Yes,
but at least theirs had a better design than those little.
Right, yeah, at least it has a cool design on the front, right? But no, it does look like baby puke. Really, is kind of what I would call it. Baby puke yellow.
And in the Eastern Conference Final, Montreal is down 2-1 against Carolina.
But they are in Montreal tonight, right? It's in Montreal tonight.
I don't know,
I want to say it is,
They might be,
And that's a tough barn,
I'm taking your word for that, eh?
Well, I don't even know if they say A up there because that's the French Canadian part of Canada. So they might not even say
I don't
A.
know, eh?
It might even be. I don't know. I don't have a French accent. Never mind. I was gonna try to pull something off, but I can't.
How about A? A?
Well, in my
A?
opinion, A is a question mark. By the way, A is a question mark.
A?
Yeah. See. Yeah.
May-
A is a question
So
mark.
you're saying A is like, huh?
Right. Exactly.
Maybe, but I don't know, eh? I don't know. All right, that's covers our NHL tidbits. We told you that was going to be it. Coming up next is going to be a little bit of NBA.
Oh, we've got a lot.
However,
Actually, we have a lot of NBA to talk about.
yes, we do. So we got to take our
mandated break. I mean,
I'm sorry we
it's
have
not
to
us.
do this.
It's the
but-
state that tells us we have to take
But
breaks.
you're gonna want to check it out because it should get pretty dicey. To the ones and the nuns, thank you very much for watching, and come on back.
Sponsored by the Tishomingo Ice House in downtown Tishomingo. Phone number 580-387-5004. Call-in orders are welcome. Talk with my man Scotty for all of the latest and greatest specials and new menu items he's cooking up. Again, that's the Tishomingo Ice House at 310 West Main in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. A dive bar with a sports appeal. Sponsored by the Tishomingo Ice House in downtown Tishomingo. Phone number 580-387-5004. Call-in orders are welcome. Talk with my man Scotty for all of the latest and greatest specials and new menu items he's cooking up. Again, that's the Tishomingo Ice House at 310 West Main in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. A dive bar with a sports appeal.
It's that one.
Okay.
All right. To the ones and the nuns, welcome back. We are back. We are done with the.
Hope you missed us.
Yeah, because we sure missed you guys.
We definitely did. Don't forget
right.
to like and subscribe, by the way. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't sign you up for any emails or anything like that. It just really helps out the podcast.
Yeah, we are at 100 we're at 100 people that have
clicked.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
But
subscribers.
But if you are already subscribed, call your mom, call your dad, call your sister, have them subscribe too. Again, it doesn't set them up for an email list or anything crazy like that. It just helps the podcast grow. That's all we're trying to do is just grow this podcast.
What's up, Miss Dina? No, we're good right now.
All right, so we are now on to the NBA playoffs.
Hey, and you know what? The ones of the nuns should be starting to notice we're doing a little more imagery.
Right. See, we're getting to be more professional.
We're figuring this thing out.
Right.
We're figuring it
Wait
out.
till football season. I tell you what.
Oh, that'll be a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to put in a lot more work on. Yeah.
So the NBA is having its playoff right now.
Yes, it is
for the finals.
The finals
and
the Knickerbockers.
You want to start with that one?
Well, I don't know what's on the ticker here.
The first one is the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs,
who spanked that ass last night.
Actually, they've been spanking each other's ass. They've been taking turns spanking each other.
Well, to be honest with you, whenever Wemby plays well, the Spurs win. When the Thunder can hold Wemby down, they win. Because Wemby played like poo-poo last night.
So, and we said this before, I wish this was for the championship.
Well, this pretty much is, because I think whoever wins this is going to sweep the Knicks, to be honest with you. But
I don't know about sweep. Because, yeah. Anyway, we'll get to that one. So let's kind of break this down a little bit. So the Thunder, AJ, is it Mitchell?
Mitchell, I think.
He's missed the last 2 games, and he's been filling in for. You said it the other day. I'm losing respect for Jalen Williams.
Did you not see that cocky look he has on his face as he's sitting
Yeah.
on the bench?
Yeah, I did.
It's frustrating.
I hope he does not turn into a feller we're going to be talking about later.
I know. And again, I liked Jalen Williams going into the season, but the longer this season goes, the more I'm losing a lot of respect for this guy.
I mean, and I've said this before, the hamstring is so easy for him, and I'm not saying he's really hurt.
Well, here's my question though. What happened? What is a side effect? Okay. Oh, that helps. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
What is the side effect of what?
Okay, so when you do steroids, you get a lot of soft tissue injuries, and you can't keep your soft tissues healthy because you're doing things you shouldn't be doing. I already threw the name out there. I'm not going to keep saying it, but
right, I got you. So
it just makes me think, if you can't keep your hamstrings healthy, we're this far into the season. You didn't play half the season because you.
Well, he had the hand recovering from, and then
because you Scottie Pippened it, and you didn't get it done in the beginning of the offseason. You waited until right before the freaking season started to get your surgery, which is BS also.
Gotcha. And
so your hamstring should have been fine. You should have been on that stationary bike 4 hours a day, riding the stationary bike.
So here's what this situation reminds me a lot of. Oh, and mind you, this all happened after he signed his extension.
I know. I know.
Who does this remind you of? And it goes way back to the beginning of load management.
Oh, I'm not even going to say his name because I don't think he's a Kiwi. I don't know. Again.
No. I'm not saying Jalen Williams is a Kiwi. I'm saying this reminds me of Kiwi with the Spurs. With his, I think his was a quad, I believe.
Actually, I thought it was a groin, to be honest with you. But I mean, who knows? It was just soft tissue, whatever it was soft tissue.
He missed over a year,
right?
And they argued back and forth. Go see this doctor. Go see this doctor. One doctor said this. One doctor.
Right, but one doctor said this, and the other doctor said that. You know what I'm saying?
And the player's like, no, it hurts. I can't go.
Right.
Go. And most professional athletes play the game because they love the game. They don't play the game for money.
Right, but
the money comes with it. Yes.
Right, but see,
I'm losing respect for this guy.
I am too, brother.
Is he really hurt? Is there anyone in that locker room that is going to get there?
Well, let me ask you this: if they win it without him, do you think Presti trades him?
I would think so.
I think so too.
I
think so too,
because they've shown they really don't need him. They still have a first-round pick.
They do need him. They do.
Cason Wallace has stepped up huge.
Okay, but look at
part of the all defensive team, which we'll get to.
Look at game one though. Jalen Williams killed it in the only game that he played the full game. He carried them. If it wasn't for Jalen Williams, they would have got blown out by 30.
Okay, that was one game.
I'm just saying.
Look what they've done all season without him.
Oh,
they've got a first-round pick that has hardly playing Topic.
We don't even know if he's any good though.
Because they're so deep. I mean, it's coming down. Lou Dort has an option this year.
Oh, I know. I'm going to be so mad if they get rid of him.
Wallace is really stepped up.
Well,
and I was reading this article. He's actually taking advice and learning from Lou Dort.
Because Lou Dort's a stud, bro.
But when it comes down to
the Cowboys should sign Lou Dort.
He's a big MFer.
That's what I'm saying. They should sign him to play freaking free safety for him.
As linebacker. But
nah, he's too tall. He's too tall. They need him back there. He get broken in half trying to play linebacker.
But if it's going to come down to a money-saving
or
deal
DN,
for the Thunder,
maybe DN, get around the corner.
Look at the last tall DN. He went nuts and was shooting guns and went to MMA. The dude from Carolina.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name, but I know you're talking about.
He's that good. We don't remember his name. So if you want to save some money and you already have an all-defensive backup,
right?
You know, it's going to be a business decision to move on from Dort. But if they get rid of Jalen Williams, we're not saying they're gonna. Maybe they give him one more year. Hey, we signed you to this extension.
I don't know.
Play. Is there someone on that team? And I don't see anyone on that team because apparently he's been going through pre-games and he's doing warm-ups and stuff with them, and it's just all of a sudden he can't go.
Right.
Is it him saying it or the coach saying it? I mean, you've got two
Who
games
knows?
left
Who knows? I mean, who knows?
in this series.
Have you ever pulled a hammy though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does suck.
It sucks.
You know,
But
if
I
you're taking
also
care of it and you're healed.
But I will tell you that I pulled a hammy in a track meet and didn't tell anybody because I just didn't stretch before a race and was like, oh damn.
You don't want to tell them you didn't stretch?
Right. But I continued to stretch, and ran at that time my PR in a 400 with a pulled hammy.
Okay.
So I mean, it's doable in my opinion. It is,
At
but-
this point in this series, because this has been a great series.
and no, I was not on steroids. Just saying. Sorry.
It's been a great series.
It has been, but I'll tell you what, the MVP of the series is Caruso.
Oh yeah.
Caruso is the
Oh
MVP.
yeah. So 2 games left, possibly in your season. They need 1 to win.
Yep.
If he is 50-50 for game 6,
He doesn't play.
you don't think so?
Nope.
If I'm Dagenham, I'm saying you're 50-50, I'm playing, get up and play.
I don't think they're gonna play him.
Well, okay. What about game 7? Season's done if they lose the next, they go 3-3.
Looking at his mannerisms on the bench, I don't think he plays.
But
because
what I'm saying,
because
does
the
the coach
mannerisms
get a set of cojones and say, your team needs you. You're doing all of this. You're game time decisioning him.
I would say Dagnall would. He seems like he's kind of a hard ass.
Okay. And if I'm the coach to kind of save face, I'm making it public.
Save face. That's funny for the next conversation we're about to have. Speaking of saving face, but I think the Thunder, though, they do end up winning the series. I don't think they lose 2 in a row. They showed a stat last night. I don't know if you saw it, but
teams that get to 3.
Yeah, or getting not to get to 3 first. It was teams that win game 5. The San Antonio Spurs are. This is all time. So again, half these players weren't on the team. Just all time. If they lose game 5, they're 1-17 in series if they lost game 5.
Okay.
Thunder are were 2-15 in series that they lost game 5.
So I'm assuming the Thunder, they're including Seattle's time or no?
I would assume, yeah, because it was 17 games, so they must have been, yes. But if you win game 5, you're you basically almost flip the numbers, and it's the other way around if you win game 5. So again, according to analytics and math and numbers and such, the Thunder should win the series. I don't think they win game 6, though. I don't think they win game 6.
If I'm the Thunder at this point, I'm doing everything I can to win game 6 to have that extra day off. Because they did get sweep. They got time off before this. This is taking a toll.
The finals start regardless on June 3rd. Regardless.
So basically the Knicks are going to be off for 2 weeks?
Basically. I saw a commercial last night. June 3rd is when the finals start.
Wow. See, I remember when it used to end around that time. I still think the Thunder pull this off. This has been a great series. They've had to work for it. I think whoever wins this series does win the title. They do host the Michael Jordan Trophy. Is that what it's called?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I called it.
But I'm telling you what, if we can make it to Vegas before the beginning of next season, I'm putting some money down on the San Antonio Spurs. I'm telling you that now.
I will also say this. I said it before. If the Thunder want to repeat, this is it. They won't three-peat.
No, they won't. The Spurs are winning next year. Wemby. Well, that's the thing too.
And not just him.
Castle's good. Yeah.
Well, no, he's Mr. Turnover Machine from Stats.
Yeah.
But you got the Dylan Harper. He's coming up in one of the deals we're going to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
They got the 6th man.
Yeah, and De'Aaron Fox is hella good too. I just think this is Wemby taking his lumps. And plus, he only played 28 minutes a game during the regular season, which is not a lot of minutes, really. And he's been playing 35, 38 minutes a game in this series at least. And you could tell he's tired. He's just tired.
They're going to have to play him a little more, get a little more cardio next year.
Right. Well, but I think they were trying to save him for the playoffs. But you got to get
2 minutes a game in the
right. You got to
season?
get stretched out. Exactly. I agree. I completely agree.
You said stretched out about stretch.
Not even, no pun intended either. So now we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and this is going to be another rant for both of us here. The Cavs get swept by the sorry-ass Knicks.
Yes, they did. And we've got a lot to talk about Cleveland coming up.
Oh yeah, exactly. We're not even going to talk about the Knicks very much because they don't deserve to have a lot of talked about them.
Yeah, we got a lot about the Cavs coming up
Right.
after we do our other deal.
Brunson's a stud. Hart is pretty good, but I don't know. The Knicks aren't winning the dang title. I'll just say that. Whoever comes out of the West is winning the championship.
I don't think whoever from the West, I don't think it's a sweep. Maybe a 5-game, the little gentlemen's, but I don't think it's a sweep. Because I would think 2 weeks off in basketball.
Well, and also
gonna ruin
and also, well, wait. Oh, maybe just depends on how it goes. Because I think the Knicks, it starts off in New York for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it starts off in New York.
It shouldn't. Home courts with Thunder or Spurs.
I agree with what you're saying, but from what I heard is that it starts off in New York. I don't know. Maybe it's the All-Star Game winner or some dumb crap. Or maybe they switch it off every other year. I swear I heard that the Knicks were at home to start this series.
Let's just see. Wednesday, June 3rd, you're right. No, you are incorrect, sir. Ooh, what was that?
I don't know.
Did you hear that? I don't know what
I did. Maybe your Bluetooth to the thing. Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But
Knicks got a sweep, and I think it was more.
Well, then it might go 5 games. The Thunder might lose one on purpose just so we can win one at home, or we can win it at home in Game 5.
They're especially going to listen after the Jalen Williams thing we just were talking about.
Well, I mean, I texted Chet and told him that we were going live, and he said he'd try to listen, but
I mean, it's an off day.
It is an off day, and it's not that far of travel.
But I think the Knicks, they got this sweep this round, or this past round they just won. Not so much. I mean, the one game they came back huge was a game 1, but I think it just shows how bad the other team was, and we get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun with this one because I got a lot to say about a lot of this stuff.
So we're gonna zoom through some NBA awards that were announced recently. So
so you're cutting this up then? I got you. Okay.
Why do you think it's said on there?
Okay, I got you. All right. So
Bam and Adebayo won the social justice,
whatever that means.
Yep. So he won that one.
Of the all-rookie team, Cooper Flagg, Don Knipple.
I think that's Con.
That's what I said.
I thought you said Don.
I did, but it sounds the same. So just leave me alone.
Is he Dutch?
I don't know what he is. Well, he's from Duke too, though. By the way, him and Cooper Flagg from Duke.
Okay.
God dang. VJ Edgecombe from Philadelphia, Dylan Harper from San Antonio, and Cedric Coward from Memphis are the all-rookie team.
And that's all NBA. It's not a West or East. It's just
right, all-rookie team.
Just so everyone knows. So there's like, oh wait, no, that's all NBA team had 3 levels. I think there's 2 levels to the defense. So all defensive team, obviously Wemby from San Antonio, and he was like the first unanimous or something, or the only unanimous, something like that.
Well, and he was the first defensive player of the year that he was unanimous. Yes,
maybe that's what it was.
Yes.
Chet from Oklahoma City, Asur Thompson from Detroit, Rudy Gobert, good to see he's still playing in the league, and Derek White from Boston round out your first team.
So we have 5 centers. That's amazing. Or 3 centers on there. Amazing. I guess we play positionless basketball now.
Well,
so
they play defenseless basketball up there, remember?
That's what I'm saying. All right, so second team was Bam Adebayo, OG Anunoby from the Knicks, Scotty Barnes from Toronto, Dyson Daniels from Atlanta, and Cason Wallace from OKC.
No Jalen or no Lou Dort.
No Lou Dort. I know.
Which I really was reading an article how they were talking about Cason Wallace and Lou Dort. How Lou Dort's been helping him with his defensive game.
Right.
And he's obviously done well with that. All right, all NBA team. First team, SGA from Oklahoma City, Nikolai Jokic from Denver, Wemby from San Antonio, Luca from the Lakers, and Cade Cunningham from Detroit. I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself right there. There's really no arguments. Do you have any?
I guess not.
Except for Cade?
Yes, I'm not a big Cade Cunningham fan. I'm not. I think he's trash. Second team, we have Jaylen Brown from Boston, Kawhi Leonard from the Los Angeles Clippers. Never mind. Donovan Mitchell from Cleveland, Kevin Durant from Houston, and Jalen Brunson from the Knicks. Okay, this second team is a bunch of garbage, by the way.
Okay, wait, hold on. I think that this is the one with the third team.
It is.
So the third team, Tyrese Maxey from Philly, Jamal Murray from Denver, Jalen Johnson from Atlanta, Jalen Duren from Detroit, and Chet from Oklahoma City. I'm looking at that, and I'm thinking the third team better.
Chet should have made second team.
That's what a lot of these third guys should have been.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Jalen Duren, I don't think he's very. Again, I kept saying every time we talk basketball, I kept saying Detroit is not that good. They're not that good.
But they.
Where's Trae Young? Trae Young should be in there before Jalen Duren, in my opinion, and Jalen Johnson for that matter. But what do I know?
Well, maybe he did get traded, so he obviously must have had a off year. What team is he even on now? Who they traded him to? Was it Washington?
I think
they traded him to the Bullets.
I was gonna say Brooklyn. Maybe it was Brooklyn. I don't know. He got traded somewhere in the Northeast.
All right, so that's gonna round out.
All right, so now we get to the fun part of this whole thing.
We're going to have to take a mandated commercial break for this.
Before this? Oh, you want?
We're going to have to take our mandated commercial break. So to the ones and the nuns, you're not going to want to miss this next one. Join us back here shortly in approximately 1 minute.
Sponsored by the Ice House in downtown Tishomingo. Come by Friday nights to dance and sing the night away with DJ Sierra for Sierra Oki from 9 to close. Who do you love to sing? Is it Guns N' Roses, You Could Be Mine? Or is it Johnny Gill, My? Or John Morrison, You Don't Care Enough for Me to Cry? Sierra has it all. Come down to the Ice House Friday nights where it's always a good time.
You get Cody down here.
All right, we are back. So the next topic of conversation here is the Cleveland Cavaliers and their issues, because boy, do they have a lot of issues right now.
Sorry about that. I heard you. Well,
I didn't know where you were going to start with this. Which issue comes up first?
Okay, so there's a lot of issues.
Well, I know.
And I forgot which one comes first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to mess up your thing because I could have started a freestyle here on issues.
I think it's Kenny, but I wanted to cover a couple things first. So last year's Cleveland Cavalier team, for the most part, is the same as this year.
Well, except
outside of one guy, which is coming up. Last year's record 64-18, and they were first in the East.
Mm-hmm.
This year's record 52-30 and fourth in the East. Now, the East is pretty weak.
Yeah, for the most part.
And I mean, that's not a good thing for them. So, a couple of issues that we see when speaking on James Harden and Coach Dipshit, Kenny Atkinson, they come out after Game 3.
Yeah, and he comes out and says that according to analytics,
which on you should see a picture. That's the coach who came out and said this. So go carry on, sir.
So analytics wise, they should have been ahead in the series 2-1 going into Game 4. They should have been ahead analytically. They should have been ahead in the series. Now, How?
Now, remember, before you go, because you're about to go off,
A little bit.
I'm not a big fan of the analytics. Baseball or this, just like me, I'm like, look, I'd rather take the easy 2 than the harder 3, even though analytics say anyway.
I'm a 50-50 on analytics. I think analytics it's good to look at, but at the same time, you have to look at flow of the game. I mean, there's lots of other things. Look,
he didn't
nice.
even look. He didn't even look at it after game 3. They're now down 3-0. Is when he says this,
right?
Dude, you just got punched in the mouth 3 times.
But why come out and even say it? Keep that shit in house. Look, boys, hey, analytically, we should be winning this series. We have to play better basketball. We have to play better when we're out on the floor. It doesn't matter what these numbers say. We're losing the series. Yes, you should be. But you know what? If ands and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Or if my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know what it. I don't know what it does for you as a coach to come out and say that in the press. It just makes you sound stupid. It makes you sound just dumb.
Now, another thing about this coach, because I lost a lot of respect for this guy.
Oh, me too. Especially, well, first of all, let's just go back to the beginning of this whole series. James Harden is put in pick and roll situations 22 times to put Jalen Brunson on James Harden because James Harden can't guard anybody. So they put him in pick and roll situations.
You think he could guard Kenny Atkinson?
No, actually, I don't think he probably could.
Okay, I'm letting you rant.
But they put James Harden in pick and roll situations so Jalen Brunson can cook him. And you guys lose a 22-point lead in the fourth quarter.
They cooked him. They
did. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. So then that dummy comes out and says, well, James Harden's been playing great defense all playoffs long.
Playoffs?
Knowing
Harden sucks on defense?
Yes. And he's sucked at defense his whole career. Let's not even talk about this playoffs. He sucked at defense his whole career.
Now, that's the second part coming up, which we haven't got to because we haven't got his picture up yet.
Right. But he is a scorer.
Yes.
He is not a defender. He will not play defense. He has not played defense his whole career. And you come out, dummy, and say, oh, he's one of our better defenders. He's played great defense this whole playoffs. No, he hasn't.
Playoffs?
No, he hasn't. Oh, but did you hear the capper on this whole guy, though? They're about to give him I'm about to put $1 in the swear jar. They're about to give him a fucking extension.
Well, they did announce he's coming back.
No.
I'm talking about the coach. The coach.
That's what I'm saying. They're giving him a fucking extension.
Hey, and they're working on a Harden extension.
We're not done with the coach. Let's finish with the coach before we roast Harden.
Now we also get into the coach. So Cleveland also had the highest payroll in the league this year.
Right. Yeah, I remember you telling me
that. At the second apron, before they acquired James Harden and his obscene $40 million. And Harden has a deal, but the coach. And I found this out a couple weeks ago when I was reading up on this stuff. The coach has made Harden. He's welcomed him. He's kissed his ass. That's all a player like this guy wants.
Right. He just wants. But
he wants to know, hey, do I have a real life bidet? And that's what Kenny Atkinson is a real life bidet. And he's made him like a partner coach or whatever the fuck that is. So the dynamic in that locker room is
jacked.
Yes. I feel so bad for Donovan Mitchell.
I do too. I really do. But I can't believe that after all this just bullshit that has come out of this guy's mouth, just this series, and we've only been really paying attention close this series. What other dumb shit has he said all season long?
Okay, so I haven't been watching what the coach says, but I've been watching Cleveland more since they got Harden, and I'm like, they're not as good as a team. That's the part I was watching. But the coach, he should not be that coach. I don't even know if he would make a good college coach.
No, and they fired JB Bickerstaff to get this guy too, by the way.
Well,
and I think JB is a great coach.
They probably needed they probably knew in order to get a overpaid quote unquote superstar like Harden.
Pansy? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Pansy?
In order to get a guy like him, which by the way, he's like 36, 37, 38 years old.
He's old. He's
he's
Durant's age. Because it was Durant.
I thought Durant
Durant was first.
Harden.
Yeah, he is. Well, I don't know.
Durant,
I think
Durant
only played
older.
Maybe by a year. Because he only played 2 years in college. I think Harden played 3. But it went Durant, Westbrook, then Harden was that draft order, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Harden played 3 years in college. Durant only played 1 to 2.
So while you carry on about the coach, so he's going to be 37 in August.
I think Durant's 38.
Hey, look, I just type in Durant and it automatically has. He's going to be 38 in September.
Right.
And we'll just finish with
just
Russell.
Because?
Yep, just because. Westbrook will be 38 in November, but I want to say Westbrook didn't leave early. I don't think
he did. He played at least 3 years. He left 1 year early, I think.
But the other ones left before him is what I was saying.
Well, yeah, Durant only played 2 years, and I want to say Harden played 3 years.
Did Durant even play 2? I thought he was a one and done.
He might have been.
All right, so they get this coach to get better, and they're not getting better. They are a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
What kind of noises do we have? Do we have a bad noise? This is Cleveland.
Hold it.
Okay, maybe that wasn't the one. Hey, does this say
that
caca?
one?
Oh, I thought it said caca because they're caca. Yeah, you know that ain't going on in that Cleveland Cavaliers locker room. So, yeah. So Atkinson is
Bunch
now
of bitches.
He's now gonna. I'm just gonna call him Mr. Bidet because he's the human bidet for James Harden.
Well, and again, like I said, how can you? Well,
and why do teams want players like? Okay, you know I'm a cupcake guy. I'm not a big cupcake guy, but I would take Cupcake over Harden at this age and at this point in their career. Over Harden?
Say it again.
I would take Cupcake over Pissant Harden.
What? Just one more time.
I would take Durant over Harden at this point in their career.
Wow.
Because I actually
think that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
I actually think Durant is still wanting to win a championship.
I totally
agree
with that.
He's wanting to reverse that whole deal when he went to Golden State.
I agree.
He's trying to reverse
even though he's still ring chasing. He's still trying to get on the best team and just be a part of the team.
He is, but he still has that desire to want to. I don't think Harden has a desire to do it.
I don't think so either. And Kendrick Perkins actually said that today on McAfee. Is he doesn't think Harden wants to win a title? He doesn't.
I mean, and
I agree with Perk on that one.
But why does a team pay a guy like this to play 60 to 65 games a year? Because he's one of those guys.
Well, you know why? No, I don't think he is. I don't think he's a load management kind of guy. But you know why they pay him like that? Because when he signed his contract, he was first team All NBA.
I know.
He was.
I know.
It's all slotted now, really.
But then they're going to trade for him. I mean, Cleveland traded for him at that deal, because he's a scorer. And I really think
this dummy coach and the dummy GM was looking at analytics and analytically, I'm sure James Harden during the regular season looks like a world beater on paper.
He's a scorer. He's a regular season guy.
Yes, but he has never played well in the playoffs. Ever.
Did you know?
Ever.
So let's take some.
Well, yeah. Speaking of that,
look at James Harden's stats. So $42 million next year. He wants and expects to be back. Donovan Mitchell came out and said he'd like to keep the core together. Didn't specifically say he wants Harden, but said he wants to keep the core together. The bidet, he wants to keep Harden,
of course. Because he can score, but just not in the playoffs.
And we'll, I mean, we're on the rant. I mean, they see the picture.
Right.
Dan Gilbert came out and said, we're nowhere near where we should be.
Is that the owner?
Yeah, that's the owner.
Okay.
But
Well, what if they get Bronny though? Or not? Excuse me, LeBron. LeBron, not Bronny. If they get Bronny, it's not going to help. But what if they get LeBron?
I don't think LeBron and Harden can exist on the same team.
Why? Because they look too much alike. Big dumb beards.
No, LeBron actually has a more decent beard than Harden.
Receding hairlines.
Okay, no, because
oh wait, no, LeBron got some of his back to front. He got back to front. That's right.
If I'm Cleveland, if you sign LeBron James, you're not chasing a title.
Really? You don't think so?
No. LeBron's going to be 42 or 43.
And look what he did in the playoffs this year, though.
If well, he had to, but he also didn't have a big a load all season. You know,
he did load manage. He definitely load managed too this season.
But he had Luka, dude. He had Luka. He didn't have to. Austin Powers or whatever his name was their second.
Austin Reeves.
But I don't think LeBron and Harden can coexist on the same team.
No, LeBron had beat his ass.
But if they do sign him, you're going to have to get rid of Harden. You would have to contractually, money-wise.
Oh, no, just pay that luxury tax, baby.
Because also, if you get LeBron, you got to bring on Bronny.
Oh, we'll have to maybe. We'll have to talk about that also again, contracts and how contracts work.
I sent you that one deal. We'll talk about that next week.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like not today, but just we'll talk contracts again.
All right, so back to Harden. I looked up some of his stats. His playoff record has 166 playoff games.
That's a lot.
87 wins and 79 losses.
So he's just over 500.
So that tells me like he's been swept a lot and got a lot of sweeps.
Well, he's 500 basketball.
And he doesn't have a ring, and I hope he never gets one.
I hope so too.
But until this past playoff series, he may have been the only one, I'm not 100% sure, that had never gone winless in a playoff series.
Well, that means he doesn't get swept a lot then, brother.
Okay, so lose 1-4.
I'm just saying, he doesn't get swept a lot.
But to be 87 and 79, I mean, you're obviously losing at the end because has he even made the finals?
Yeah, he did with OKC.
Oh, yeah, that first time. Well, and that brings it up. Sam Presti, who I think is just an amazing GM.
He is the best GM in sports, in my opinion. Well, I don't know. We have Drunk John, too, who's pretty good. But
they traded Harden first.
Because was he the first one to go?
He was the first one to go to Houston.
He was, wasn't he?
Because he was the sixth man, and he kept, I want the ball, I want the ball, I want the ball. So that Presti must have seen.
Which is dumb because he would sub in for Durant and just get all Durant shots.
And then he could have subbed in for Westbrook.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It could have worked until money got in the way. But Presti knew money was getting in the way at some point. So why not trade the guy that all he wants is the ball? And he went to Houston, and what did they do? They just gave him the ball.
Well,
gave him the ball.
But he also kind of changed the NBA a little bit too, giving him a little bit of flowers that he deserves for back at that time in his career.
He did a little bit,
bro. He would just ISO people at the top and just shoot threes and get fouls. He was amazing for that time in Houston. He was amazing.
He was,
but they still lost.
But how many players wanted to go play with him?
Nobody wants to play with that dick.
I mean, he's
because he seems like a dick.
He's a selfish player.
Yeah.
So,
but he did bang a Kardashian, so I guess that's pretty cool.
So I think Presti was onto something when he said, "Hey, Harden's out first. We'll see what we can do with these other guys."
Well, yeah, because Kevin and Westbrook seemed to get along really well.
Yes, they did. Up until Kevin left, I think they've mended stuff. So
I was never a big Westbrook fan. I thought he got a lot of hollow stats, and he was a gunner.
I wasn't a big Westbrook fan at first because he's a
gunner.
He's a shooting guard playing point. He's a scorer playing point. He's like Harden, in Westbrook, defensively lacking.
But to be honest with you, I'd much rather have Harden than at that time. I would have rather kept Harden than Westbrook.
See, I would take Westbrook pretty much at any point
Too
in his
many,
career.
too many
over
bad shots.
Harden.
Just
He
too many
does,
bad shots.
but dude, he's so quick and
Oh, I
explosive to
know.
that rim, dude.
Oh, I know.
So quick, and even now when
But
he
it-
does play,
But anytime he pulls up from the three, you're like, okay, yeah, there's
Yeah,
that's a turnover.
yeah, you're like, that's not going in.
That's a turnover.
So Cleveland's got a huge
Huge problem.
mess on their hands,
Yeah, they do.
and it's just what are they thinking? And Dan Gilbert, the owner, he made that comment this time. What else did he say a few years back when King James left for Miami?
Oh, something pretty much F him. He can
Yep.
just go eat a dick, pretty much, is what he said.
Well, he in the letter he was saying that nicely.
But then
LeBron
as
did come
soon
back,
as Braun wanted to come back, oh, of course we'll take you back.
right? But he said in there,
You're the son of Cleveland.
he said
Even though he's from Akron.
in that letter that Cleveland will win a title before the self-proclaimed king does. Well, that did not happen. So he said this time the owners are going to dig deep into making a better roster for next year. If they keep Harden, they're not going to. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but at this point, what other team in the league is going to want this guy?
Well,
Because he folds in the playoffs. He plays great during the regular season, but he folds in the playoffs.
well,
He-
let's look at a team that probably won't make the playoffs then.
as Kendrick Perkins says, the guy has Kool-Aid running through his veins.
Well, what if it goes to a team probably not going to make the playoffs? But if he does, it's a huge boost for that organization. So Chicago Bulls, Washington Bullets.
Wow, you're trying to curse your Bulls with this guy?
I'm looking at all teams that probably aren't going to make the playoffs, and if they do make the playoffs,
Oh, you know what? No,
it's a boost for their team.
send him to Atlanta.
Hey, that's another one.
Strip clubs galore.
Oh,
he would be so happy down
dude,
there.
He would definitely be load managing all season.
He would
long.
be
him
perfect
to
in
Brooklyn.
Atlanta.
Oh,
They don't have
no,
strip clubs
no,
down in
he
in
already
Brooklyn.
tried the Brooklyn thing.
Yeah, he already tried that. They
What,
shoot him out of town.
what about Sacramento?
They're not us. Well,
I'm trying to think of some teams. Who else is out? Memphis.
ooh, he would. So, I don't know. We don't have a lot of time really left in this segment, but what's going on with Ja Morant? Is he even in the league anymore?
I think so. I think he had some kind of surgery to end his season.
Oh, is that what it was?
I
Oh,
believe
yeah,
so,
that's right.
yeah.
Didn't he blow his knee? Yeah, I think he blew his knee.
I don't know if it was knee. Yeah, he had some kind of surgery, and
Yeah, I mean, those two would be perfect for each other, though.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they both end up getting expelled from the league because Harden be taking Ja to a strip club, and Ja be out there shooting people.
Finger guns. No, he's throwing. That's right. He's throwing grenades now. I forgot. He's throwing grenades.
Yeah, he's moved.
I don't know what Cleveland does.
It's if they keep Harden, so if they keep Harden, do they do better than fourth in the East next year,
No, they'll be fourth in the East again next year.
or worse?
Fourth or fifth, probably.
And a
'Cause
whole
you have to remember, Indiana was absolute dog poo poo this year,
oh yeah,
but-
Halliburton, whatever comes back.
but Halliburton will be back. And really, hard to say that guy's not the MVP of the league or of the league.
By not playing this year.
Look at they went to the finals last year.
You're right. Yeah.
He didn't play this year,
Well, you
and
can't
they didn't make
qualify
the
if you don't
freaking play.
play.
I'm just saying, I don't think Halliburton gets enough love for how important he is to that Indiana team. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I forgot they will have him,
Exactly, and he is a stud.
and we'll see. How well he actually plays coming back from the Achilles.
Well, look how well Tatum came back and played. Yeah, they got bumped out of the playoffs, but look how well he played.
Well, I'm just saying this.
And
If he came back at the end, he was rested. He probably definitely sore as hell after a lot of those games, but he was able to give it his all, knowing, hey, I've only got 3-4 series,
Right.
and then I can rest, and then really be ready to go next year.
Halliburton got the surgery from the same guy that
Tatum did.
Tatum did, yes. And also, he probably could
Did
have
they
came
get
back.
the hook and loop Aaron Rodgers?
I don't
thing?
know. I don't know if they did or not. That I don't know. But I think Halliburton probably, if they were in any sort of a playoff hunt, I think he probably could have came back and played. But he also got shingles as he was coming back from his rehab and whatever. So that kind of set him back a little bit too. Did we miss anything?
No, I'm just kind of letting you just keep ranting.
Well, I'm just saying, did we miss anything?
Let's ask you this.
Okay.
LeBron to Cleveland, do you think that happens?
I'm not going to put any appendages on it, but I could see it happening. Yes, I could. He's from Cleveland, bro.
He's at the end of his career.
That's what I'm saying. He's at the end of his career.
I don't think he's ring chasing. I think
right. So why not just go back and play at home for your last couple of years? I mean,
if he does, do they keep Harden? I don't think they do.
Now, again, that I don't want to speculate on.
Right.
But at the same time, do the Lakers just let him walk? I mean, I don't know.
I think he's a free agent.
That I don't know either.
Yeah, I believe he is.
But yeah, I definitely do feel bad for Donovan Mitchell, though. I will agree with that.
So Donovan Mitchell, after not even a half season with
Harden,
how do you think he reacts if Harden's on the team next year after a full season with Harden and the bidet?
I haven't heard him come out and say anything yet.
No, not yet. I mean,
so I don't know how exactly he feels about this whole thing.
If I'm Mitchell, I'm looking at this like,
yeah, my coach is an idiot.
Look how far we went last year. Look how good we were last year, and this year we're.
No, they went just as far this year as they did last year. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year and lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to Indiana last year.
I think
Same thing.
I think it was a decent series.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think it went 7. But
they had a much better overall year last year than this year.
But I don't think they're a very good team. But again, the East is weak. Is really just, yeah, the East is weak.
Yeah, very much so. All righty, we are hitting yet another mandated commercial break. So we will be right back after this one. And we got a little pro wrestling news coming up. So don't go anywhere, por favor, because we're not going anywhere. We're still here at the Ristorante de Frio de Casa.
This commercial break is sponsored by PSC Sports and more. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/PSC Sports. We provide a wide variety of replica championship rings, including the brand new OKC Thunder championship rings. We also have a wide variety of OU merchandise for all you Sooners fans. Again, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/PSC Sports. And as always, Boomer Sooner.
All right, we are back alive at the Ristorante de Frio de Casa. To the ones and the nuns, don't forget, stop on by here, talk to Scotty about the Wii Golf Tournament. It's not a Wii Golf Tournament like for midgets. It's on the Nintendo Wii.
Yes, it is Tiger Woods Masters Edition, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not sure which courses are going to be played, but everybody's going to play the same course. Like I said, you don't have to play your whole 18 in one shot. You can do it, 2 9s at a time. Come in, see Scotty. He can let you know what's going on with that.
See our man Scotty.
Scotty Dotty.
All right, so we're going to run through a couple of pay-per-views this last weekend.
Saturday night's main event.
Yes, sir. Soruka defeated Becky Lynch.
In a non-title match, though,
and
correct?
now they have a title match at the upcoming one Sunday.
On Sunday.
At Clash in Italy this Sunday.
All right.
The Bleacher Report gave this match a C grade.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Soruka has a lot of misses. She still needs a lot of work, in my opinion. She does have some death-defying moves, but there are a lot of misses in those death-defying moves.
She has a great finishing move.
Well, when she can hit it.
True. If she don't,
that's what I'm talking about.
If she don't,
a lot of the misses are on that finishing move. Because it is crazy, dude. It's a flip off the rope and into like a stunner.
Yeah.
Or RKO or whatever you want to call it. But lots of chances for misses. Don't get me wrong, bro. She is the future of women's wrestling as of right now. Well, her and old girl, but we'll talk about her in a minute. Next, we had Penta defeated Ethan Page. Bleacher Report gave it an A-. Pretty good match. Again, Penta, I like the fact that he's the IC champ,
And
but at the same
he's
time,
actually wrestling, and he's wrestling a lot of different guys.
right.
I like how it's not the same guy over and over.
Well, he's a fighting champ,
Hey,
and that's his thing. I'm a fighting champ.
and he wrestled on Raw, I think.
Yeah. But pretty good match. I just would love to see Penta with the real strap.
Well, we'll see if he actually gets to that.
Well, I know.
I don't know if he will.
Yeah, because Triple H doesn't like. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, so next match was Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin. They defeated Charlotte, Alexa, and Rhea. And actually,
oh, sorry, my bad.
according to what I was reading, is Rhea took a clean pin from Jade Cargill. Bleacher Report gave this match a B.
Well, let me just say this before we go to this next match. How on a Saturday night's main event are we going to have 3 women matches and only 2 dude matches?
Because they're trying to show they're equal opportunity wrestlers. Yes.
Okay, so next we had Brie Bella and Paige defeated Nia Jax and Last Legend. C+. Yeah, this match was not very good.
Yeah, well, Nia Jax was in it.
Well, exactly, brother.
So the Vision defeated the Street Profits, which I said last week. The Profits, I think, are headed for a split. It's coming.
Yes, it is coming. I agree.
And Logan Paul tore his tricep in this match.
Yes, he did.
Bleacher Report gave this match a B+.
Yes, so now the tag team champions are
Freebird ruling it.
yeah, yes.
So
Freebird rules, baby.
So now Braun Breaker, instead of being in a singles deal, is now tag team champ with
right
Theory, which maybe
they just need to break. They need to lose the tag team titles. They just need to break division up.
Well, I see why they did it, because Bronson Reed, horrible.
Oh God, he is horrible.
And I bet if he comes back, they'll put him in there, and Braun will pick up a single feud, because he should be. Yeah, Bronson Reed. I don't like him.
I don't like
Austin
him either.
Theory. They haven't found. Austin Theory reminds me of Baron Corbin.
Exactly.
He's good in the ring. He could be okay on the mic and good on the mic at times, but they just haven't found a fit for him.
The last 2 promos that I've seen the Vision do, it's Logan Paul talking, and
he's not.
He gives like a one-off, like, yeah. Logan Paul talk. That's right.
Right. Well, he can't talk very much. That's why Paul Heyman's with him, all that stuff. So Bleacher Report gave this pay-per-view an overall a B. And I think that's kind of high.
I think so too.
And when we get to some of these AEW Double or Nothings, I know I fell asleep before this one.
Yep. So Cage and Cope defeated FTR to once again, after like 25 years, becoming tag team champions of the world. Pretty good match though. It was. You knew Christian and Edge were not going to lose.
They should just call them Team Cape, Cage and Cope. There you go.
You knew Christian and Edge weren't going to lose because the stipulation of the match was if they lost, they couldn't tag up anymore. You knew they were going to break these guys up. So pretty good match, though.
Yep. Takeshita defeated Okada to win the international title.
This was a good match.
Bleacher Report gives this an A-. I haven't seen it. This was on my list to watch. Anyway.
This was good. This was a good match.
So you did watch it while I fell asleep?
No, but I heard it was good.
Oh, okay.
Athena defeated Shikawa. Yeah, Bleacher Report gave it a B. Okay. I'm not a big fan. Is she's the one? Shikawa is the one with the kendo stick, right?
Sure.
I think she's the one that kind of looks like Io Sky and rocks the kendo stick, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
John Moxley defeated Kyle O'Reilly. Bleacher
Can't.
Report gave this a B+, and I'm shocked that Moxley got a. Moxley doesn't wrestle hardly anymore.
This was a decent match though. This one was decent. I'm just not a huge Moxley fan. I think he's a doofus, but that's just me. Will Ospreay defeats Samoa Joe.
Yep, I want to see this one too.
Very good from what I understand. Very, very good. Lots of false finishes.
Yeah, your favorite.
Again, as long as it's not finishers, I don't mind false finishes, but just again, if it's your finishing move, it shouldn't be kicked out of. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and it looks like Bleacher Report gave this match an A-, which I was kind of Samoa Joe, Ospreay, two totally different styles. So they obviously made it work. I'm gonna have to watch it.
But Samoa Joe can, again, he's almost like a Randy Orton or somebody of that stature of you can pretty much make a paper bag look good.
Right.
Even though he's kind of a fatty, but he's always been a fatty.
So Swerve Strickland defeated the Bandito. Bleacher Report gave this one a B+. I give it a. I probably won't watch it unless it's on and I can't find the remote. The power button.
This one was pretty good from what I hear. Bandito's pretty good. I kind of like Bandito. Now this is the other badass female that I think is going to carry female division for a while. Tekla defeated Stander Shy and Jamie Hayter. B+ in this match. I don't know. Tekla's pretty badass in my opinion.
She is.
I'm really not a big fan of Jamie Hayter. I like
Jamie Hayter. I like Statlander. Just they're not fully over.
I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Jamie Hayter.
All right. So in the Stadium Stampede match.
Oh my God. Here's a Nick Khan special right here, baby.
So it was Team Jericho, which consisted of Chris Jericho, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, Jack Perry, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks.
Were we involved in this match too?
I fell asleep, so maybe the Young Bucks took our spot.
Oh, they must have. They must have.
Yeah, my bad.
We should have been in this one though.
Put this one on me.
Yeah. I mean, I had my boots and tights on. I was ready to go, man.
Yeah, I fell asleep. So Team Jericho defeated Team Ricochet, who consisted of Ricochet and some of these people I don't even know. Kaun, Liona, Andre El Diolo, I know that name. Davis and Connors, and Finley, which I think Davis, Connors, and Finley, I think they're the dogs.
I think so, yeah.
And that's another faction. I'm just like,
the whatever his name is.
The dogs. They're the dogs.
Oh.
Tony Khan's
too many wrestlers, man.
And
he's so into all these six-man matches, tag matches.
He's got too many factions. But they gave this a B+, so I'm going to have to check it out.
I heard it was pretty good. Jericho put himself through a table at the end of the match, too.
Well, and I heard that Jack Perry, they said, about killed one of the dogs or something. So that's going to be an interesting one.
And MJF defeats Darby Allin for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gets a B+. As I told you, Darby Allin about killed himself a couple of times. One time he tried to do a dive over the top rope, caught his foot on the top rope, and basically did a header right on the concrete, and then missed a couple of what are they, coffin drops or whatever?
Yeah, coffin drops.
Took a couple of Darby Allin's crazy, dude. He's not going to last very long in pro wrestling.
He's not. They had to give him a little bit of a run now, and they probably told him that. It's like, look, we're going to give you a run. You're over.
But you're going to kill
this run. You're going to go back to.
You're going to kill yourself.
He's going to be like
Matt Hardy,
Orange Cassidy.
Oh, was Orange Cassidy used to be a high flyer?
He kind of is with his hands in his pockets and all that. Yeah, I love some Orange Cassidy.
I do too, actually. I do like me some Orange Cassidy. And for the first couple of matches I saw his, I didn't understand it. Then after I got it, I'm like, okay, dude, I kind of like this guy. He's kind of good.
Yeah.
Kind of like Danhausen. I didn't understand Danhausen the first time I saw him. Then once I got Danhausen, I'm into him. So I would say this was definitely a good pay-per-view for them.
Well, look at the grade.
A-.
Bleacher Report gave this an A-, and that's how the pay-per-view's been going. The AEW pay-per-views.
Okay, but who's writing for Bleacher Report? Is it?
I don't know.
Is it what's his name? Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer is glazing freaking Tony Khan.
It was it's straight from Bleacher Report.
Right.
Straight from Bleacher Report.
But again, if that's Dave Meltzer, you can only take that with a grain of salt.
But I bet there's less commercials.
Oh, way less commercials.
Yeah, and so there's wrestling again this weekend.
There is.
Sunday is the Clash in Italy with Brick Lesnar versus Ova Femi.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, it's not Brick.
No, it's Brock Lesnar.
Okay, gotcha.
Versus Ova Femi, yes. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Gunther's fighting. We haven't.
Yeah, I think Gunther and Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, I think it is Gunther and Cody.
Yeah,
it might be.
And then, like you said, Becky and Sol Ruka
for the title.
So there's 3.
And I bet Sol gets the belt.
Who knows?
You can see they're moving towards the youngers.
There's lots of
Hey, is it just me or does that light keep going on and off?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Good thing we got our own lights.
Exactly.
Because in this little crawl space dungeon, I mean, as you can tell, there's not a lot of lights.
And I know we're kind of running out of time here a little bit, but I think they're having a problem finding something for Seth Rollins to do right now.
I would have to agree with that.
And I can't understand why they keep burying and not doing anything with LA Knight.
I don't have anything for him to do either.
So why don't him and Seth hook up and because I know they were fighting last year, but why don't they get together and fight the Vision?
Well, you know what? Because right now no one wants to be a partner with Seth except for Becky. All right, NFL news.
But does she even really want to be his partner anymore?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I shouldn't say that. They seem pretty happy, actually.
All right, so we're transitioning into some NFL news. Who do you think's got the hardest schedule, weakest schedule? We got a little deal of the schedules right there. We're gonna have to look at our phones. I know I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And this is based off whatever it is, but all the ones were the same. It's straight the schedule based off of last year's records. The Chicago Bears.
Yeah, the Bears supposedly have the toughest schedule.
Yeah, and who has the second toughest schedule? The Miami Dolphins.
Well, the Dolphins might not win a game this year.
And I feel a little better here looking at the team with the third hardest schedule.
The Packers?
The Fudge Puckers.
Hey, I like where Seattle's at.
Arizona has the fourth hardest, and look where they were.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened to
And they ain't got a quarterback.
Yeah, they do.
Brissett's probably gonna hold out.
Probably.
All right, so then we got the Kansas City Chiefs have the next hardest after that, followed by the Patriots. And then the Raiders, they've sucked for how long? And all of a sudden they've got.
I think, to be honest with you, I think New England's going to take a step back this year. I don't think they make the playoffs.
I think they do.
Because there's still a lot of internal turmoil there.
I think they do with someone as a wide receiver with Allen. They're going to make playoffs.
Oh, that's right. You have a lot of confidence in DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is with the Bills. You were talking Patriots. My bad.
Patriots.
Patriots make a wild card out of there. Bills will win that, and the Bills are next in hardest schedule. But looking at the easiest schedule, Cleveland Browns have the easiest schedule.
And they still won't make the playoffs.
Probably not.
Oh, but the Bengals, though. Bengals going to make the playoff.
They got the third easiest schedule.
Yep. Same with the Colts.
You hope they make the schedule or the playoffs because, Burrow might get hurt. It's coming. The Saints have the second easiest schedule.
No, he got hurt. He got hurt last year, so he'll be healthy this year.
The Colts have the fourth easiest. Atlanta Falcons have the fifth easiest, followed by Detroit Lions, which I don't get that. You got the Bears and the Fudge Puckers in the top three for hardest, and you got same division.
Well, but they finished third last year, so they faced third place teams in the extra games. So that does make sense.
Well, they got an easier schedule. What's the other team from the NFC Central or North? The Vikings. They got an easier schedule than the Vikings.
The Vikings are not making the playoffs.
The Texans, followed by the Titans, have the easiest schedules. We don't really need to go into all the middles. But again, this is based off of last year's. But I saw the Bears schedule. It's like, holy, 8-9 or 9-8 is what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for from the Bears.
And that won't get you the playoffs, I don't think.
And it may not. It might. It might.
It might not. All right, so do we have any other NFL news we want to cover here?
Oh, we do have some NFL news. We got quite a bit more. I know we went a little bit early. That's why we're trying to cut this down. Brian Flores' discrimination lawsuit versus the NFL is headed to trial after the Supreme Court basically said, "Whoop, not us. Let it go to court, not arbitration." So that's going to be interesting.
So what exactly is this lawsuit? Is this the discrimination lawsuit?
Yeah, it's after he got fired by Miami. So
after he was bribed to lose games?
It resulted from that. It also, when he interviewed with the Texans, the Giants, I think the Broncos, and they went with other coaches, I think, of
well,
another
because
color.
Brian Flores is kind of a dick, though, too.
Well, but it's going to be interesting.
Just saying, he's kind of a jerk.
This is going to be interesting because if Flores wins,
Right.
it's basically saying the NFL was discriminatory in its hiring practices. But how are you really going to change that? If you're the owner of a team, you want the guy that best fits the team on. To me, the coach should be best fit of the team on the field.
No, I agree with you, but at the same time, it's a bunch of old white guys that. I'm not saying that they're racist, but I'm just saying you're gonna want to hire somebody that you agree with and get along with, and most of the time you're gonna want to hire a white dude. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just.
I mean, Brian Flores, I think, would after his first go round in Miami, because he was very rough around the edges.
Yes, he was. He pretty much broke Tua. Had horrible. Remember that he started Fitzmagic for half the year. They went on a bye. He starts Tua one game, then benches Tua after that, and then they go to this musical chairs of quarterbacks after that.
I think the NFL does have to change the way they're doing it, but it's kind of like, how are you going to do that? D'Amico Ryans, okay, we'll bring this up. Great hire.
Oh, yeah.
But would D'Amico Ryans be the right coach for a team that was stacked offensively? They needed a defensive guy.
Exactly.
They needed a defensive guy.
No, exactly. It just depends. I mean, it just depends on what you want. I mean, I don't know. I guess you also have to, look at in Florida, they're trying to get rid of the Rooney Rule in the state of Florida. So,
yeah, but has the Rooney Rule has the Rooney Rule helped?
No, it hasn't.
I think that other deal that the NFL's doing because
the mentorship program or whatever.
Yeah, that mentorship thing because your coach from Miami. McDaniels.
Yeah,
he's in that.
Right.
I think that's going to help more than just doing an interview because the team is going to sit there and be like, okay, we got to hire a guy, a minority of this and a minority.
Oh no, we don't have to hire him. No, we just have to
interview.
Yeah, interview.
So we have to interview him. But some of those are all they're doing interviews.
They're just checking a box, bro.
I know, and that's why the Rooney Rule should go. But I like that mentorship, whatever other thing that is.
Yes, mentorship program or something.
I like that one. Lot
well, and it's good to see. In speaking of that, it seems like Harbaugh and McDaniel are getting along very well.
Offensive guy, Harbaugh, and Harbaugh's been a head coach, so he knows he's got more to worry about.
Right.
And hey, if he trusts him to run that offense, run that offense.
Right.
You got Justin Herbert, two very good young wide receivers. The two guys they have.
Oh, McConkey.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And then if Keenan Allen comes back, because he went back there last year,
right?
I mean, I think
there's
no running back this year.
Yeah, they had one and then they got hurt.
Yeah, that was Najee Harris.
No, it wasn't Najee Harris. It was somebody else. It was a rookie. I had him on fantasy for a minute.
Well, I think Najee went there.
Oh, speaking of that, we got to think about fantasy draft.
Yeah, we got fantasy draft we got to do.
Not really. It's only May, but we got to start thinking about that.
Yeah, we do. Hey, look at there. See?
Yeah, wow. I didn't even know it was coming, and brought it up anyways.
Yep. Cover that. Oh, here you go, buddy.
Oh,
This
that's
one's
right.
just for you. Just for you.
So there was an MMA fight over the weekend at the Apex in Las Vegas. What'd you get your funny bone?
I got my funny bone. This little furnace down here.
So MMA fight hosted by Aiden Ross's promotion. I don't remember the name of it, but Johnny Manziel beats. Oh gosh, what was his name? I don't know.
Mike Beasley.
No, that's another one. I was going to get to that one.
Oh, somebody.
Yeah, he was part of the Full Send podcast.
But apparently,
Mike will do it. I think is his screen name. Mike will do it.
But I believe Manziel
beat him. Yeah, in the first round.
Pretty thorough.
Yeah, he beat his ass pretty good. And then Mike Beasley lost to Lance Stevenson in a MMA match as well. Those are the only two I really cared about because and Ray J got knocked out in a boxing match. Yeah, he was kind of poorly, and he kind of just like walked in there, and the guy just freaking got him pretty good.
So he kind of went out there like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Oh no, it wasn't even that good.
Oh, okay. All right, Florida has signed off on the Teddy Bridgewater law for high school coaches to be able to help high school kids, which is great. For the ones of the nuns that don't remember, Teddy Bridgewater was a volunteer coach. He was suspended or whatever for helping. Basically, he wasn't giving the kids a ride, but he would get them an Uber or he would get them food. I mean, he was just getting things for underprivileged kids to get to practice, to get to school, to get home, to eat.
Right. Oh, yeah. Would buy them spreads before or after. I don't remember which one, but he would get a spread every week for a meal for them. I think it was before the game, but it might have been after.
Right. But some of the kids were like getting everyday meals.
Right. From him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Everyday meals. So the kid could eat.
And the state of Florida came out and said that was illegal because
it wasn't the school districts or something.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's why I say the state of Florida, but basically came out and said that it wasn't legal because again that could be used as a recruiting ploy,
recruiting deal.
Yeah.
But so now they have a law. So high school coaches, and it does limit it. It limits to how much and what they can help with.
But really,
they are able to help. So if you have alumni that have made it to pros or to college and they have funds that want to help the youth, and some of those may not go to be pro players. He wasn't helping them to go to be pro football players. He was helping them as human beings.
Right. And really, don't get me wrong, 10 grand is a lot of money, but I think it was literally less than 10 grand that he had put in to help these kids out. Like, it wasn't don't get me wrong, 10 grand is a lot of money.
But it's not a lot of money to Bridgewater.
Well, it's really not, or in the grand scheme of life.
I like how you threw that in there. But no, I mean,
it's really not that much.
So good on Florida for doing that one. That good.
Well, that was, I couldn't believe it when I heard it when it first came out. I was like, are you freaking serious?
Yeah, and Bridgewater basically gave him the finger and went pro.
Well, yeah, went back to play football. Yeah, because actually he was, like you said, he was a volunteer head coach.
Yeah,
like he was the head coach, but he wasn't being paid. So I remember when he came out and he tweeted out, he's like, I don't know how I could be fired when I'm a volunteer. I don't know how you can fire me when I'm volunteering.
So kudos to Florida making that right.
Right.
Helping those kids out.
Exactly. So now we have Derwin James, safety for the San Diego.
San Diego. You got it right.
Los Angeles Chargers.
San Diego.
Is now for the second time in his career the highest paid safety. $57.5 million over 3 years. It's actually an extension. It's 75.6, I think is what it is. But 57.5 is guaranteed.
But it put him back up top again.
But he is the number one highest paid safety.
He's a good one. All right. This is probably going to end our show.
Oh, do we not want to talk?
Oh, yeah, we have the other one. Will you just calm down?
Well, you just said this was going to end the show.
Yeah, this one will end the show because you're the one who said, you ain't got to type as much in there. Sometimes we just flow off of it. You heard of a thing called segues?
Okay.
All right. So let me start this off. So Sorsby, Scott, Steve, whatever his name is, Jim
Brandon.
Bob,
Brandon.
the quarterback we had a rant on last week about being gambling illegally or legally gambling, but doing it to basically make himself ineligible by
Right.
NCAA guidelines.
He never gambled on a game that he played in, but he did gamble on games that he was a part of the team.
Yeah, well, you know what? You still have inside information.
Exactly.
So the NCAA has denied his eligibility request. So this is now going to court. I think it's Monday. This is going to court Monday in Texas.
In what county?
I believe it's exactly where A&M is.
Yes, it is. It's it's in Lubbock, which is where Texas Tech.
Whatever.
Yes, it's in Lubbock County. Yes.
So this now leads us to something that I think was great that came out today. There's a bipartisan bill. You sent me the link.
Yes.
That's being introduced into the Senate. Hopefully it gets through the Senate.
They should have actually
Gets through the House.
Supposedly they were voting on it today too, but
yeah, well, if they made it to it,
right.
I want to say it's coming up pretty quick for them to be in summer leave. So hopefully this passes through to protect college. It's called Protect College Sports Act.
Yes, and it was put in by Governor Ted Cruz and Maria Cantwell from Washington State.
Yes, and from what we talked about, we don't know how long they've been working on it, but they had to have been working on this for a while.
Right.
I think before Trump had.
I think they had been working on it
people
before the Trump thing, when Trump brought all the people to the White House to talk about this. I think they were working on it beforehand, but it is bipartisan. So, in saying that it's bipartisan, I think
because they want it to go through. This needs to happen for college,
right?
Sports.
No, definitely,
So
which is good.
So some of the basics are: it will limit a college athlete to one transfer without penalty.
Great.
So what that means, the damn portal's gone.
Well, not really. The portal will still be there. You just may have to.
But not every year. You're not
Right.
gonna.
No.
You're not gonna be sitting
Well,
there.
like we said, college transfers should pay a fee. It says it right in our song.
Well, it does. They should. But I'll take what they're offering or what they're
so far. Yes,
introducing.
I don't mind anything in this bill. Well, there's
So what else does it do besides the transfer without
5
penalty?
years of eligibility as well. Cap at 5 years, no matter what. You're capped at 5 years.
That should be great.
Yes.
Because I know part of the article was saying that these two senators, and it was more than just them, they were just the ones who introduced
wrote the bill. They wrote the bill together.
That these courts have just taken NCAA sports everywhere. And, like the quarterback for Ole Miss, the idiot that, hey, he's going to gamble and he wants to play, I'm sorry. It also prohibits former pro athletes in playing college sports. So, and I said this to you earlier, has that really happened? Have there been other, like you talking other sports outside of football? What are you talking here?
Well, there's a kid that's going to play basketball this year for LSU.
Right.
That either went into the G League or went overseas to play. So he's played professional basketball.
And wanted to go back to college.
And now he's going to go, no, not back to college. He's going to go to college.
Okay, so he went and played pro somewhere else.
So yeah, he out of high school he went to go play pro somewhere. I don't remember where.
He should have.
But
I'm sorry, he
he's
be in there.
But he has been a pro before. He still has technically has 4 years of college eligibility left. And now he's trying to go, and now is yes, exactly. Well, and like I was telling you also though, we had J.R. Smith who played for the Knicks and played for a bunch of different NBA teams.
I remember that name.
Right.
That name. I've heard it.
Yeah, he had a bad turnover when he played for Cleveland. When LeBron was there, had a horrible turnover at the end of a game one time and lost him a game. But he went back to play golf. So not the sport that he was a pro in, but he went back to a HBCU and played golf and I think he was a scholarship golf athlete too.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong on the scholarship part of it.
Once you go pro, sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
I agree. I completely agree with that one.
And they got something else that's in there.
Prohibit schools from poaching coaches during the season. So I would call this the Lane Kiffin rule.
Well, I would think I'll take that during the season, but there's got to be some, and it's happened for years.
Right.
If you're under contract, you have 5 years left on your contract, and you're coaching at Washington State, and I go in there as Washington and say, hey, I've got an offer for you. I could beat their offer, but you have 5 years left. What can you do right then and there?
Well, as of right now, you just pay the buyout and you go to Washington.
But I don't think this stops that. I think this
No, it
stops
doesn't.
them
This is
from
no.
talking during the season.
Yeah, this is just basically, like I said, this is the Lane Kiffin rule. This is, again, Lane Kiffin was supposed to coach in the playoffs, and LSU came in and offered him a bunch of money and said, no, you're not coaching for Ole Miss if you want to coach for us.
Right.
So again, I would call this the Lane Kiffin rule, if nothing else. And
Which is good. I mean, this is a good start. It's also supposed to put a salary cap on how much a school can pay their athletes.
right, without going back door and using
NIL.
NIL or outside sources to help sponsor or pay for your team.
Yeah.
So you can't basically guarantee kids NIL deals and real NIL deals, as in, like I say, doing a commercial for the Tishomingo Ice House. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is something that you and your agent
Could do.
can do
But
on
not the school.
Right. It can't go through the school anymore.
What's wrong with that? So
I think that's fine.
So what if a college kid gets a car to drive while he's going to that school from a dealership? So what?
I think that's fine. But again, I think that it can't go through the school, though. It has to go through your agent at that point.
Right.
A school is going to have a salary cap of, I want to say, 30 million is what they were saying.
Total for the school.
Total for
all athletes.
I don't know if it's all athletes. It might.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is covering all the logistics of this is all sports. And
Right.
from just the snippets we've seen,
Right.
it sounds to me it's all athletes.
Right.
So if you're Texas Tech and you have that softball pitcher taking $1 million, that leaves you $29 million, supposedly, if that's what it is.
Right.
For everybody else.
But that really this whole bill is all about football, though. It really is. It's all about football.
Well, and
because football is football is the number one revenue gaining.
It is. Basketball be two.
Right.
Well, unless you're at certain schools, because Duke basketball is bringing in more than football.
Oh no,
you don't think so?
No,
you don't think so.
Football stadium is probably 50,000. The basketball stadium is only like.
Do people feel it?
Touche. Touche.
But this isn't about time. Oh, one other thing it's supposed to have in there is it will grant the NCAA like an antitrust exemption.
See, I don't know how they're I don't know how they're going to get legally how they're going to get around that. I'm just saying I get that.
This makes them more
okay.
This makes them more student athletes than paid athletes. That's what this does. That will allow that antitrust exemption.
But technically that's against the law because
not if you get an exemption.
I don't know how they're going to. I don't know how.
It's a government, man. The government give you cheese. They give you an exemption too.
I hear what you're saying. No, I get that they're trying to write it into law to make that a law, but that is so against the law.
But they're going to make it a law. Bye, Dina. You don't want to say hi or anything? You don't want to sing a song? Oh, you're just going to say boomer and we're going to say sooner? Is that how it goes?
But again, I don't get how they're going to get around that because, okay,
you just grant them the exception.
Okay, but
it's kind of like our dollar's not backed by gold. You need more. Let's print more.
Okay, but let's look into this black and white, okay? They are being paid by the school to play football, correct? Correct? Like, if this bill passes, they're being paid by the school to play football.
To cover living expenses while they are in college. I'll bet you that's how this is going to be worded. I'll bet you that's how this comes out.
But that's what the scholarship's for. That's not what the
scholarship doesn't pay for you to get around campus and live and stuff.
Yes, it does.
No,
yes, it does.
No, it does not.
You're trying to tell me that a kid right now on scholarship, the University of Oklahoma, does not have his room, board, and food paid for,
It will have room and board, most of it,
okay,
and food will be like on campus food. Not, hey,
but
I'm out
that's
with. It's not, hey, I'm out with my friends. I need to get
okay,
something to eat. That's what this is
right.
going to be worded as.
That's okay.
I'm telling you, that's how they're going to do it.
Okay, but again, let's get back to black and white then. Okay, if you are playing football and you're getting money to play football for the school,
No, they're getting money to live as a student athlete.
You're talking about two different things now.
No, they're getting the money.
That's what's going to be worded. That's what the scholarship football covers. The scholarship
does.
Right.
Maybe one day they'll put your idea in, which I actually love. Just take away the scholarships.
Right. But what I'm saying now is you're getting a scholarship, but this $30 million salary cap that they're talking about, you will be getting money to play a sport. Correct?
No, it's going to be worded.
I'm not talking about how they're wording it in the bill.
No, I know what you're saying, but how they're going to word it in the bill.
I'm not talking about however they try to. They're employees, bro. Is all I'm saying. Is they're employees.
No, they're not. And then they're going
okay.
to have then they're going to have the exemption. I mean, that's
look,
how
look,
this is
I
going to roll out.
Look, I understand what the bill is trying to get around this. Okay, around them being employees, but by the letter of the law and however it works everywhere else in the world, if you do a job for somebody and get paid for it, that makes you an employee.
But playing football is not a job.
How is it not
They're
a job?
not signing a contract to get
paid. Yes, they
to
are.
Play football. It's to attend the school. It's all on the wording. All on the wording. Technically, you're right, but they're getting a deal. It's not to go play football per se. It's to attend that school. Oh, you want to? Who was it? Gabriel? Was it him that left OU to go to Oregon for more money? It was to attend the school. You and I both know, and 99% of the rest of the world knows, it was to play football. But it's all in the wording. That's how it's going to go down. I know you don't like it, but that's how it's going to go down.
I just don't see how legally they can do it. And I get that they're going to try to write it into a bill. I get that. But again, these are employees.
But they're not.
Okay, so NFL players are employees?
NFL players are. They're getting paid to play football. It literally says so on their stuff.
But it will too if they have a salary cap and they're paid to play football. It's the same thing.
If they get the scholarship and all that stuff, it's going to be a student athlete.
Oh, scholarship is completely different from a salary cap. The $30 million the salary caps that they're talking about is completely different from the scholarships.
I get what you're saying, but they're going to get around it because here's what happens. If the NCAA gets the deal, if the people say, oh, they're employees, NCAA sports is done.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why they're trying to. But right, that's why they're trying to get this bill in there. It's to try to not have these people be employees, but they are employees. That's the whole thing, brother. These guys, they are employees. I don't even think most of these guys actually even attend classes anymore. I really don't. I don't think they literally go into a.
I haven't had my phone call today with Sorsby to find out.
He's not the one you need to be talking about this. He's ineligible as of right now.
Let me put in a call to O'Banion. Let me give Ed a call.
He doesn't go to school anymore either.
Maybe his brother Lou.
No, it was Charles actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll call them.
You're thinking of
the O'Banion brothers, yeah, the ones who started the whole NIL.
Yeah, it was Ed and Charles, not Captain Lou Albano.
My bad. Hey, but I think this is going to be good for college sports and student athletes.
Look, I don't want them to unionize because how crazy is that going to be if every 4 years you have to turn over your whole employees? You know what I'm saying? It would be very tough for them to ever get any sort of
Well, they could,
collective bargaining agreement.
hey, maybe they have them as 1099 contractors,
Well, actually, I think technically,
contract workers.
that's what NFL guys are as 1099s. I'm pretty sure.
Well, if that's the case, then that's how you get around it.
I don't know. Again, I don't want them to have to unionize. I don't think that's where I'm going with this argument, but I just don't get how they can get around all this.
Because
I just don't.
It's the government, dude. It's the government. The government.
Well, and it's also NCAA is just trying to be greedy.
No, this is the government who's introducing this to.
But they're doing it to try to save the NCAA is what they're trying to do.
Right, because these lower courts have all just broke off and
right.
Let's do whatever they've
right.
They've made it a shit show.
And I don't like that either. But again, it's to the point of how are you going to put this bill is trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. It's tough to put the toothpaste back in the tube, and that's what they're trying to do.
Well, not if you cut it from the bottom and you get some Gorilla Tape. Now, to the ones of the nuns that are watching,
don't do that. Don't do it though.
Gorilla Tape is not to be used to cover your eyes. It's not to be used for your hair. Don't be like the lady that used the Gorilla Glue and
in her hair. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, Gorilla Tape better than duct tape.
Yes,
and you just duct tape it around it. Good to go.
Well, I don't know.
Get some Flex Seal tape. Flex Seal tape will even work even better.
I'm sure there's chemicals in there though.
Flexible.
I don't want to brush my teeth with like if it's got some.
Well, then you cut the back of the. Well, if you could find toothpaste that has like a lot of them don't have that soft
right, yeah.
But you cut the back of it, you squeeze it back in there, and then you just got to squeeze a little bit out from the back.
Right.
Just gonna have to brush your teeth like 6 times a day so that it don't go stale.
Right.
Toothpaste goes stale.
I doubt it. It's probably got enough chemicals in it where it won't go stale.
Well, it's got
fluoride.
Sand. It's got sand in it.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's got sand in it. Helps with that grit.
Okay, well.
A lot of people don't know that.
All I know is I appreciate them trying to fix this. I just again they should have taken care of this freaking 20 years ago before all this
actually
went down.
This really exploded 10 years ago.
That's why I said they should have taken care of this 20 years ago.
No, you're right, but nobody saw the 1%er stuff with I got this.
Well, this has been an issue for a while. They've always been employees. Real quick. Have you also heard that the SEC is somewhat threatening to disband from the NCAA?
No, I'd have to read more about that. Is it because of the whole tournament, the playoffs?
That's part of it. It's part of it.
Oh, Lord.
It's part of it. Well, and also they don't like the fact that they're trying to put a salary cap on everything when the SEC can raise a lot of money for their teams, and they don't like the fact that a cap is going to only be at like 30 million.
Well, you know what? If you raise that much money for your school, there's other things out there at a school that could get new gymnasiums. Hey, what about books or laptops?
Right.
Or there's more than a sport for that money to go to.
Right.
And a lot of those, and they need to realize, hey, and the NCAA has gotten very greedy.
Oh, very greedy. Well, see, I don't like it. See,
they've gotten very greedy.
They've always been greedy.
You fix this problem, that money can then go to the actual schools, the other programs that are out there.
Well, and also part of this bill also is to have one TV deal for all of college athletics.
Oh, it's ESPN.
They didn't put that in the bill, but they're trying to have one deal for all of NCAA. I mean, it could be different channels, but basically, like the ACC would get the same TV money as the SEC, or
ouch, SEC won't like that.
They sure don't. Neither does the Big Ten either. I'm just saying.
Well,
that's part of this too. Is
the ESPN college deal that they have, because we have that, the unlimited.
Right.
You get every conference
for the most part,
but Big Ten.
Well, yeah, because Big Ten has a deal with Fox.
Exactly.
Or
Fox kind of.
Is it Fox or is it CBS? I don't know.
Well, and then that would kind of make Notre Dame have to get in a conference. They're going to lose some money.
I know. See, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So again,
I
and
thi-
that
I
and that
think
was
this is
and that
gonna
was
pass.
and that was straight up Maria Cantwell that put that one in there. And as I
Oh,
ranted at home,
She must be the blue one.
yeah, the blue one from Washington State.
Hey, but at least they work together to get this done.
No, I hope it passes. I do. I just don't. Again, I just don't know how legally you can continue to say these people are not employees.
Right.
It's dumb. But
They're student athletes. All right, we're gonna end it
right.
now. We're gonna call it
but at the same time,
sayonara.
but at the same time, this has to pass because if
It
we
should.
for
It
for
should.
the state of college sports, this has to pass because it's a wild wild west, and if we don't get some sort of rules in place, then we're gonna lose college sports, and that's definitely not what I want. I would rather have this dumb bill. I would rather have this dumb bill than
Nothing.
lose college sports. So.
All right, I told you this would end the show, and you didn't even know about that part. All right, so sayonara from now. From where are we in this dungeon?
We're hanging out with the
broiler?
doors, baby.
We're stuck here with a broiler. Sayonara. Catch us every Wednesday from 5-ish to 7-ish every week from the Ristorante de Frio de Casa, the Basamento.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, if you are already subscribed, call your mom, call your dad, call your sister, call your brother, have them subscribe. Doesn't put them on a mailing list. It just helps this podcast out.
Hey, another thing you can do if you're subscribed, just hit play and go mow the lawn and then come back and do whatever else you were going to do.
Yep. And come on down to the Ice House and talk to Scotty about the Wii tournament. It'll be fun. If you
we will probably be participating.
If you can beat my score, I'll buy you a drink
of water.
All
right. So sayonara for now. To the ones and the nuns, we appreciate you always. Deuces.
Love you, kids.
And now we got to find end stream. Okay, now it is deuces.
Thank you all for tuning in. I hope this week your team gets a win. Always stay away from sin. Maybe next week you'll see Blake and Gwen. Big thanks from Maxarelli and Poppa is the NIL free agency. Drink too much, you have to pee. College transfers should pay a fee. So if you plant your flag like Baker, Love, Carrywood, and King Felix, our champs like the Hawks and Bears, bear down like Hell the Roar. Tune in next week for another show. You know it will be good to go. To the ones of the nuns, please subscribe if you're new.